Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Seal Savage, if I could just start with you. So how many customers do you have approximately?
Between 14 and 15 million customers.
Between 14 to 15 million. I think you told Senator Britt just a minute ago that a goodly number of those are minors. Is that correct?
What I said was I don't have the number of customers.
You have the genetic data of a good many minors. Is that correct?
We have genetic data for a particular number of minors, and I will be happy to provide.
People under the age of 18. Is that correct?
That is how I'm defining a minor.
So they give your customers, I just want to make sure I understand your business model. Your customers give you their genetic information for you to run various tests on. Is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
And I mean, that's pretty sensitive stuff, isn't it? Somebody's genetic information. Is there anything more personal than that?
I would agree with you, Senator, that genetic data is sensitive information.
And so now you're just going to sell all of it? 15 million people, bunches of kids, maybe millions. It's just going to be sold in the open market?
As Senator, the good news, as I mentioned, is that the two bidders or buyers for the company, one is Regeneron, which is
That's the big pharma company?
It
doesn't make me feel any better.
It's a large pharmaceutical company.
All right, so you're gonna take 15 million Americans' genetic information and you're gonna sell it to somebody, and your message to us is today, trust us, it'll be fine. Maybe it's a big pharma company. Maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe they'll treat it right. I thought your privacy code, your privacy commitment said that consumers had a right not to have their information shared with anybody else without their consent. I mean, I've got your privacy statement right here. It says that without their consent, you can't share their information. You're about to sell it.
Senator, that consent is, essentially for,
Not real?
Not share for research purposes, and we are not selling it for research purposes.
So when you tell the consumer, give us your personal information and we'll take money from you, and we won't give it to anybody without your consent, it's not real. It just means, maybe kind of depends on the day.
Senator, I will say that our customers' data is their own. They have the right at all times to access that information. They can edit it.
Well, sure they can, but you're about to sell it to who knows who. They can't control it. You said to Senator Moody that consumers have complete control of their data. Complete. How can they have complete control if you're about to sell it without their consent?
Senator, they can delete that data anytime up until the sale and after.
Oh, okay. They can delete the data. Have you fixed the ability of customers to go on your website and delete it? Because right after you announced your sale, your deletion page went down. I hold in my hand here an article from the Wall Street Journal. 23andMe site goes down as customers struggle to delete their data. Can they even get onto your site to delete their data?
They can, Senator. And
you fixed this?
That was an issue that, yes, we fixed immediately after.
It's up and running now? Customers can go on?
Customers can go on and they can delete their data.
What happens when they go onto your site to delete their data?
When a customer logs into their account at 23andMe, they go to their settings page, and there's a section there where just click delete my data. It confirms that they want to delete their data, and it's deleted automatically.
Is that true? Let's take a look.
Okay.
When they go onto your page, they get an opportunity. It says permanently delete the data. So they click the button that says permanently delete the data, and then they get a notification that says your account is no longer accessible. How do they know if they can't access their account anymore? How do they know their data's been deleted?
Because we send them a notification that their information has been deleted.
You send it once, and how long does that take?
Our policies state that, we will delete their data within 30 days, and in most cases, it is automatic and happens much quickly.
And when you
A U.S. Senate hearing just revealed disturbing details about 23andMe's handling of your genetic information. With over 15 million customers, including minors, the company is now facing allegations of deception, data retention without consent, and a massive sale of sensitive genetic data to pharmaceutical companies. This is more than a privacy issue. This could impact national security, personal safety, and consumer trust. Watch this full breakdown and stay informed. This is not science fiction. This is real. Your DNA, your child's DNA, your family's most personal data, collected, stored, and now sold. What was once marketed as a fun way to learn about your ancestry has spiraled into a privacy nightmare. Today, we're diving deep into the Senate hearing that shook Silicon Valley and exposed one of the most unsettling tech privacy scandals in recent memory. This is the story of 23andMe. This isn't just about privacy, it's about control, consent, and corporate accountability. Let's break it all down. 23andMe has approximately 15 million users. What started as a service for curious consumers has grown into a genetic database the size of some small countries. And here's the kicker, many of these customers are minors. That's right, children's genetic data is included. And as confirmed in the Senate hearing, 23andMe does store the genetic data of minors. But where does this data really go, and who controls it? Customers willingly send their saliva, pay a fee, and receive a report. But here's what's not as clear, what happens after the test? According to their own policies, 23andMe retains information even after you delete your account. Your name...
It's deleted, it's gone forever.
All the genetic data is deleted forever, and yes.
Really? Because that's not what your privacy statement says in the fine print. Let's read it. What your statement says is, we retain personal information for as long as necessary to provide the services and fill the transactions you've requested, to comply with our legal obligations, resolve disputes, enforce agreements, etc., etc. And then it goes on, 23andMe and/or our contracted genotyping laboratory will retain your genetic information even if you choose to delete your account.
Senator, 23andMe, it does not retain any genetic information regarding the consumer once they delete their account. We do...
It says right here that you will retain genetic information, including date of birth and sex, even if you choose to delete your account. This is your privacy policy. I'm just quoting from it.
Senator, to the best of my knowledge, we do not maintain any genetic information.
It says even if you choose to delete your account, we will retain your genetic information, date of birth and sex, even if you choose to delete your account.
There is some information that we do retain, such as, but not related to the genetic.
Screenshot every action you take. File a data removal request under your local data protection laws such as GDPR or CCPA. Contact your local representative if you feel your data rights have been violated. And most importantly, spread the word. People need to understand what's happening behind the scenes. Before we continue, hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon. We cover digital privacy, tech accountability, and more stories the mainstream media ignores. We are living in a time when your personal data, your habits, your preferences, even your genetics is the new currency. When companies promise privacy but deliver profit, trust is shattered. The 23andMe scandal is a wake-up call, not just for consumers, but for regulators, lawmakers, and the tech industry at large. Your DNA is not a product, your privacy is not negotiable. Thanks for watching. Stay aware, stay protected.